Hey, what is going on, guys? Xpertfusion here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about 10 things that I think can improve Call of Duty. So these 10 things can work for any Call of Duty game really in the future that we haven't gotten yet, and they're just 10 things that I think will make any Call of Duty game 100% better in my opinion, and a lot more fun in my opinion as well. So number one, an improved money system. So we've had a money system before in Call of Duty already in Black Ops 1, and we had, the COD point system in Call of Duty Ghosts, and we also had, little bits of like unlock token systems and stuff like that in Black Ops 2, and we're also getting that again in Black Ops 3. But I want a full out money system where you don't just buy guns and, equipment and stuff like that with the money. I think it'd be cool if with the money you can buy stuff like clothing items, like character gear. So unlike Advanced Warfare where you just get character gear out of complete luck, I think it'd be cooler if you get $10,000, you get some cool new gear that came out or something like that. And so instead of you having to get supply drops and stuff like that and advanced supply drops and all that to get new gear, I think it'd be cooler if you just put a lot of playtime into it to be able to get some cool gear. But of course, every Call of Duty is going to want to make money some way or another, so I think it'd be cool if they added in a system where you can purchase for like a few dollars or something like that a spin at like a wheel or something like that, and you get like free daily spins of the wheel where it's kind of like a wheel and it has like different prices of money on it. And of course, the higher prices are harder to get and you're more likely to get the lower prices. But for the people who want to take the risk, they could put money in, like, I don't know, $3 or $4 and be able to take another spin of the wheel so they can do, more than one a day and get the chance of getting even more money to get, very expensive clothing items. So I think that'd be really cool. It's a way that they can make money, but it's a way we don't have to pay the money. We could just play ourselves and try to earn, the money ourselves from just playing a lot, like a bunch of different challenges to get a certain amount of money. Maybe bring the whole contract system back from Black Ops 1 where there's like different contracts you can do and you can get money for doing them. So I think that would be freaking awesome, and I hope they can bring that in to Call of Duty in some way, shape, or form. Next, this is something that kind of some Call of Duties have worked on, not really, but I think we should have primary and secondary shotguns. So of course in Modern Warfare 2 they actually did have secondary shotguns. Shotguns were normally secondaries, and then every other Call of Duty they've been primaries. And what I think they should do is cut up the class, make primary shotguns and make secondary shotguns, because there are some shotguns that are just so good that they should definitely not be secondaries, because that makes it really overpowered, like in Modern Warfare 2, guns like the Spaz 12 and the Striker, stuff like that. But then there are some shotguns that should definitely be secondaries because they're just that bad. It's like no one's going to want to use them anyways. Like for example in Advanced Warfare, the Bulldog is a very bad shotgun. I think that thing I would never run as a primary. Maybe I would run it as a secondary though, because I think it could do work as a secondary. So I think they should split up the shotgun class, put the better shotguns in the primary class and put the worst shotguns in the secondary class. Now number 3, I have more melee weapons. So of course a lot of people don't really like the fact of getting melee. They get really pissed off, but I think the fact that if they had like a melee class within the secondary classes, which they already kind of do with the combat knife in Black Ops 3, it's a secondary weapon that you can have on your weapons. I think it'd be cool if we can use these knives and more than just a knife. We can use like machetes, axes, baseball bats, fucking chainsaws, hatchets, stuff like that. Different melee weapons that we can use that do a little bit differently, but you have to unlock them by doing different things, and some of them are better than others in certain ways. Some of them have more range, some of them have less damage. It might take 2 hits to kill, like for a baseball bat, but you can swing it really fast, so there's one good thing about it. Stuff like that I think would be really freaking awesome, because when you're running with a melee weapon, you're at a huge disadvantage. You have no range. You literally have no range. So someone with another gun, they'll be able to destroy you. So I think it'd be, but of course, really up close, you're gonna do a lot of damage. So it's kind of like it's a win-win situation. 2 people have the same advantages, so it's not like it to be overpowered, and it wouldn't be underpowered either. So I think melee weapons would be really cool to add in Call of Duty as a new class, maybe in secondaries, maybe even primaries, depending on, you know, how the Call of Duty is feeling. If they feel like it's too overpowered, they could put it in, you know, primaries. If they feel like they're not that good, they might as well put them into secondaries. So next thing is very controversial, and I don't think Call of Duty will ever do it, but I really hope they do eventually. And now this is vehicles. Now, I know, before you say it's going to ruin Call of Duty, it's going to ruin it forever, I don't think vehicles should be on every single freaking map. I think they should be on a certain amount of maps, just like World at War. World at War did it with tanks, but I don't think it should be tanks. I think the vehicles should be very easy to destroy because, of course, they're not score streaks. You know, score streaks I've always thought shouldn't be able to be destroyed because you're earning them. You're earning something. But like vehicles, they should just be on the map. You can get in them, and someone can easily destroy it with an RPG or something like that. You know, no tanks or anything like that. Maybe just motorcycles, sports cars, minivans, stuff like that. Just stupid little cars like that. Put them on the map so we can be able to. It'll add a more fun, you know, ability to the game, and only do it on a certain amount of maps. Do it on the bigger maps so we can get across the map easier. Like imagine Stonehaven from Call of Duty Ghosts, one of the most hated Call of Duty maps in Call of Duty history. Imagine that map with vehicles on it, and imagine how fun that map would be. It's a wide open map. It's one of those types of maps. I would want that map to be remade if they added vehicles on it. That would be freaking awesome. I mean, one thing I like about vehicles, and I think it'd be really cool to add, would be the fact that you can drive it and you can use it as like almost a portable cover, because I'm a big fan of getting cover in Call of Duty and stuff like that. I like maps with a lot of cover. It makes it, you know, more realistic to how real life would be in war and stuff like that. So I think it'd be cool if you can drive a car up to like a B flag, spin it around, do some like crazy, you know, freaking strafing, stuff like that. Park it right behind the B flag, and you have cover right there, but it's not overpowered. If somebody else on the other team has an RPG, a grenade, a Semtex, a C4, something like that, just chuck it up over there, and you can just explode the car, and it'll probably end up killing the person too. Even if you just shoot the car enough, it'll kill the person. So it's not like it's completely overpowered, but it gives a certain amount of, I guess, cover on it. And I think it'd be even cooler if they went even a step further and gave us the ability to customize our own vehicles, make our own vehicles, and the most customized vehicles take longer to earn. Kind of like specialist characters where you know, they're not like score streaks where you earn them, you know, from staying alive for a while and getting kills. But I think it'd be cool if everyone had their own selected vehicle, but they only work on a certain amount of maps that actually allow vehicles. I don't think every map should have it, just the bigger maps, and pretty much the vehicles that have a lot more attachments and customized, you know, the vehicles that are a lot more customized, like vehicles that have like freaking machine guns on it and like speed boosters and stuff like that. They should take a lot longer to earn, unlike the, you know, like if you have like a bicycle or something like that, it should take like 2 minutes to earn unless you get some kills, and it'll earn faster, just like specialist characters from Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now another thing, this is my fifth thing right here, that I think would be great for Call of Duty is parkour movement. So I've always, you know, thought, yes, fast movement is a good thing in Call of Duty. It should always be fast paced, should never be slow paced, and Call of Duties like Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 have been trying to do good with that. But what about the Call of Duties that aren't in the future? What about the Call of Duties that are in the past? How are they going to make those Call of Duties fast paced without the exosuits, without the boost jumpers? Parkour movement, that's exactly how they can do it. So if you have a two-story, you know, house, of course in Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare you can get up there by boost jumping. Nice and easy, right? Well, if people don't like the boost jumping, I think it'd be really cool if you will be able to get there without, you know, going upstairs or a ladder and stuff like that, but with parkour movement. If your person is just freaking really athletic, every character is just completely athletic in Call of Duty, and they're all just, you know, they're really fit, you should be able to parkourly move up there and like jump off walls and stuff like that, and just do some crazy movements, just like how parkour people do it in videos, and be able to get up to that second story without taking stairs, without taking a ladder or anything like that, and without the exosuit. I think that'd be freaking awesome, because I'm not the biggest fan of the exo movements and stuff like that in Advanced Warfare. Not the biggest fan of boost jumps and, you know, the thruster packs in Black Ops 3. Of course, in Black Ops 3 it's not as much as it was in Advanced Warfare, but I think it'd be really cool for like the next Infinity Ward, Call of Duty, for example. I really don't think they're gonna do this type of movement, so I think that parkour would be a perfect way to put it into their game, so we can get from building to building without boost jumping, 10 feet in the air. I think it'd be cooler if you just have amazing movement. It'd be really fun to do that too. For example, one game that comes to mind would be Dying Light. Dying Light has amazing parkour in it. First-person zombie open world game. If you guys have played it, it's a great game. And you have some insane movements in that game. Like, you can jump from building to building. You can climb up whatever, whatever you can climb up. So pretty much they should make the maps tailor to this movement. So there's like different areas where you can jump off walls. You can like freaking climb up huge ass things, like stuff like that. I think it'd be really cool if they were to add it in Call of Duty. And it would really, really work well for the Call of Duty maps. I'm sure it would. Next thing is number 6. I think it's a pretty simple thing, way more blood and gore. I would think blood and gore should be the main thing Call of Duty has. I honestly do believe that. But blood and gore needs to be really, really big for future Call of Duty titles. Next would be the 7th thing. I think environmental changes how you play. So basically, if your environment is snowy, it should make you slower, because of course running in snow would make you slower. If you're in a hot place, running for too long will make you way more tired than ever, and running in rain will make you slippy and make your sliding mechanics a little bit hard to do, stuff like that. I think that'd be really freaking cool, but I don't think they're gonna do it, because I do think it would be a little bit. I'm a big fan of realisticness in Call of Duty. I think it should be as realistic as possible, but of course when you get too realistic, it really makes the gameplay not as fun as it was before. Like, of course the time to kill should always be pretty slow. When it's really fast, it makes it really not as fun as it was, on other Call of Duties. But of course, I think certain things should be realistic. For example, this. So that's definitely a thing that I think they should add. Another thing would be an emphasized leaning mechanic in the game. So of course we had leaning in Call of Duty Ghosts, but it was not as important as I thought it would be. It was really not. It was really good. I really enjoyed the leaning mechanic in that game, but it wasn't how I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be really emphasized in the game, because for some reason the leaning in Call of Duty Ghosts is one of the best things about the game, to be honest, and I think if they added it back in, they can make it even better. Now, coming in at number 9, we have a realistic body mechanics, and what I mean by that would be, for example, in Call of Duty you get shot, you heal in 2 seconds. I don't think that should be how it is. I think if you get shot in the leg, okay, and you pull out your gun right after and you kill the person, you have a bullet in your leg. Of course, in a previous Call of Duty, you would heal in like a few seconds. Your blood will go away. You'll be fine. I think it'd be really freaking cool if they made Call of Duty really realistic and make it so that bullet in your leg affects how you play for the rest of that spawn, not for the rest of the game, just that spawn. So for example, you'll be limping, you'll be, not be able to run as fast, you'll be like, really, really slow. But of course, I think they should do stuff where you could be able to heal yourself, like what Far Cry 4 did, where you actually get to like see the the process of stabbing the bullet out of your leg and like patching it up. I think that'd be really cool if people did that, and like your teammates, maybe there'll be like perks and different stuff like equipment that can actually help you, and other teammates can help you out, fix you up, stuff like that, and maybe you can fix up yourself with different equipment or perks or stuff like that. I think that'd be freaking awesome. Like, that would make the game feel way more realistic to real life war. It'll be freaking awesome. You're behind cover, there's people coming with cars or something like that, because of course I want vehicles to be added, and you're like, dude, this bullet is my leg, I need to get it out of here, and you're just like patching it up. I think that'd be freaking awesome, and I think they could definitely do something like that. So the last thing that I think Call of Duty should definitely add is kind of something that will affect Call of Duty to a degree, but not to a huge degree. I think that it's kind of hard to explain. I'm going to explain this really quickly. I think that when you speak into your microphone, okay, I think it shouldn't have the whole game hear it. Only the people near you hear it. But if, for example, there are other teammates around you, like, they won't be able to hear you as much as people right next to you. It's really hard to explain, but I think that it's not the easiest thing to explain. I'm going to have to say that yourself. So I'm just gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best to explain it right here. It's really not the easiest thing to explain, but let me try. So I think the whole game, so including the enemy team and including your team, should be able to hear, you know, each other talk in the chat, but you won't be able to hear your character unless you're near it. So let's say there's a character, okay, I'm just gonna give a name, Bob. Okay, Bob is one character. You are not Bob. You are, I don't know, Tommy. Okay, that's your name, Tommy. Tommy, who is you, you're walking on the map. Bob is right there, okay? He's close to you, and he's talking to the mic. He's like, yo, what are you doing Saturday? Something like that. Something stupid. Alright? You can hear him because you're right next to each other. But when he starts moving away from you within the game, his voice kind of fades out, and when he gets farther, you can't hear him at all. I think that would be fucking awesome, and I know it would be really hard for them to do within the game, and it would be really hard for them to do. It would really change how the game works, because, you know, people can just scream in microphones, and I think it would feel like real war. I'm really a big fan of having it be like a real life war simulator, and that's really what I want Call of Duty to kind of be. But recently it's just been you know, a arcade shooter, and it hasn't been as fun, you know, because it's not as realistic. And I think having your voice affect the game and be able to call out and be like, yo, there's a guy over there, but you have to be quiet because you know there's enemies near you and they'll be able to hear you. And let's say you hear an enemy on the mic, okay? You know there's someone around you. So people aren't going to be as stupid. They're not going to use their microphone as much, I know. But I think it'd be a cool feature that they can add, not for all game, maybe just for a certain game mode or something like that. Because I think if they add that in every game mode, yes, it would change it a lot. Yes, it would be very different. Of course, people wouldn't want to use their microphone anymore. Of course, people wouldn't, you know, want to do that. But maybe if you're in a party chat or something like that, it wouldn't affect it. Something like that. I don't know. I think it just should be a certain game mode. But I think that'd be freaking awesome. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section below what you think they should add in Call of Duty to make it a lot more fun, make it a lot more better in your opinion. These are my opinions, of course, so respect them. Don't, you know, get all pissy because your opinions are different. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys on my next one. Peace out.